I can't even picture that. I can't picture myself doing that. I just can't picture you retired. It's been wonderful lately. Best move I've ever made. I can't picture myself ever wearing that. I just never pictured myself here alone. Picture this, a child in this room. I don't think that's necessary. I think we all get the picture here. Do you get the picture? Do you get the picture? I'll send you a reference. I need more details. I need to get the full picture before I make a decision. It feels like I am not getting the full picture. Who knows the full picture? These are just some highlights. Check out the Help Center article, linked below, to get the full picture. We need to look at the big picture. Let's look at the big picture here. Now, if you all can just stick with my plan and we pull it off, we'll be heroes. Take a step back, look at the bigger picture. We need to look at the bigger picture. Let's find another way to raise the money. I have too much on my plate right now. Look at the bigger picture here. It's just a small mistake. It's not so important in the big picture. It's not the most important thing in the big picture. In the big picture, it doesn't really matter. So in the big picture, it may not be such a big problem. You shouldn't be upset over one bad meeting. In the big picture, it's not that big of a deal. They're not gonna matter, and they're gonna seem totally insignificant in the big picture. I gotta admit, I'm impressed. I have to admit, I'm impressed. I gotta hand it to you. I'm impressed. I gotta hand it to you. That was impressive. I must admit that I have an ulterior motive for presenting these awards today. Sasha has a science fair coming up. I have to admit, I didn't think you could pull this off. I have to admit, I'm surprised you're getting back to us so soon. I have to admit, I was scared at first. I have to admit, I was very skeptical at first, but this is all quite credible. I have to admit, I still have reservations about this plan. She was very reserved, and they felt she was shy. I have to admit I had some reservations about us working together. I'll draw up the papers. I'll draw up the papers right away. Then, it's settled. I'll draw up the paperwork. We'll draw up the new papers and send them over to you first thing tomorrow morning. Wonderful. I'll have the papers drawn up today. I'll have the papers drawn up. Good. I'll have the papers drawn up today. Do you think you can swing by the office around 3? She's drawing up the paperwork, so if you could swing by, we could get it in your hands before you fly back to Mexico tomorrow. I thought she was a little annoying at first, but she grew on me. She's a good kid. Just give her some time, and she'll grow on you. He's growing on me. You mean that? This gluten-free stuff is really starting to grow on me. I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of Dr. Pepper. It's just not growing on me. I still can't drink whiskey. It's just not growing on me. He deserves the credit. True. Good job, Earl. I gotta hand it to you. I gotta hand it to you. You're doing a great job. I gotta hand it to you. It's a brilliant idea. I gotta hand it to you, buddy. You're a real artist. That was amazing. Gotta hand it to you, Phil. You get the big turkey leg. I gotta hand it to you. It's very well thought out. Wow, I gotta hand it to you, Lucifer. It's gonna be really hard to say no after that. I gotta hand it to you. You really came through. This is amazing. You really came through. It's all about trying. It didn't work out in the end, but we gotta hand it to Chris for trying. I think he's out of his league, but you gotta hand it to the guy for trying. 2's company, 3's crowd. You should join us. No, 3's crowd. Besides, you guys wouldn't wanna watch this anyway. Try us. Do you want to join us for a drink? Well, I know when three's a crowd. You guys have fun. It's fine. She knows when three is a crowd. I'm pretty good at picking up on things, and I could tell he didn't want me to go. I'm pretty good at picking up on vibes. She picked up on those vibes. 3 heads are better than 2. Three's a crowd. Everybody knows that. Well, I need someone to partner up with him. With all due respect, I'm the obvious choice. You can both work the case. 3 heads are better than 2. Good call, sir. Let's ask Sarah for help. 3 heads are better than 2. Great. I'll come with you. 2 heads are always better than 1, right? I've got it covered. So, nobody wants to present it. Don't worry, I've got it covered. No, you've already done more than enough. Let me take care of this. Well, let's just think this through. I've got it covered. Spare me the lecture. I've got it covered. I've got it covered. I can help too. So, do you want us to bring anything tonight? Nope, I got it covered. Thanks. I forgot to bring my wallet. Don't worry, I got you covered. Oh, you're a lifesaver. I got you covered. Thank you. We need to bring him up to speed. I already talked to him. I've got it covered. I got it covered. I took a loan.